Hey, Dave Taylor here again, and this time I'm looking at chores. Specifically, I'm looking at vacuuming. Now, I just want to be candid with you. I'm not a big fan of chores, and I'm definitely not a big fan of vacuuming. And I have 3 kids and a cat, so we really do need to vacuum. It's pretty amazing how much dirt we have in our carpet. This is why it's really great. Dyson sent me the DC65 Animal, but now, it doesn't look like an animal, although it's kind of a little beastly looking. But it's really designed for houses with animals, which isn't to say that if you don't have a pet, you shouldn't get this. This is the highest suction canister, or I mean upright vacuum on the market. And this thing really does have amazing suction. Using my previous vacuum cleaner and then going over the same carpet with this thing picked up a bunch of dirt, a ton of dirt actually, to the point where it's just like, ooh, I've been standing on this. And that's the thing with vacuum cleaners, is that a mediocre one seems like it does a good job until you get a really good one. And then you notice, wow, look at all the dirt that has been stuck in my carpet because it didn't have enough suction. And this being Dyson means it's super well engineered. These guys just go out of their way to make the best possible vacuum cleaners. And it really shows. The whole design of this, for example, there's no bag. You just pop this off and now I can just go and dump this in the garbage. And there's no filters. And it actually has the same filtering of other systems, but it's just something you rinse out. Now, it's not an easy rinse because it's a really dense filter because it's a HEPA filter, but this is so much superior to having to deal with bags. And, you know, as with everything from Dyson, pretty darn easy to work with. And let me show you another really cool thing, is look how the attachments work. So just pop this out, and then just like the sword swallower at the circus, I just pull this out, and here's my attachment hose. Now this turns out to be an attachment hose too, but I just like using the individual attachments. This is a tangle-free turbine, and it just clicks on, and let's go ahead and for the first time turn on the vacuum. It's gonna be kind of noisy. Easy and powerful. And when I'm done with the particular attachment that I'm working with, then we do the sword swallower routine again. And it is a little weird doing this, but that's okay. So, and then line it up, and boom, we're good to go. Now, the Dyson actually uses what's called a radial root cyclone vacuum system. And if I actually turn it on, you have to see, notice how I had to click it forward to get it to carpet vacuum, but it also has a ball joint. So as you might have seen in the ads, it's super maneuverable, which is really great because on a lot of these sort of vacuums, they're a real pain to work with. Let me turn it off. Now the only thing that needs getting used to is that you have to really push it forward to have it stand up. But honestly, that's not much of a big deal. Let me show you a close-up of the vacuum itself at work. So you can see that it really does have a really neat interface with that ball, and it does make it super maneuverable. And as I said, it picks up a lot. Okay, you're back. So the Dyson DC65 Animal, I really like this. I mean, I'm not much of a vacuumer. Frankly, I try to get my kids to do the vacuuming as a chore, and that generally works pretty well. But giving them the best possible tool and having a vacuum that picks up the most dirt possible is awesome. Now, it's 17 pounds, and it comes with a super long 35-foot cord, which is great, because usually when you're vacuuming, you vacuum a little bit, you unplug, you pull the cord in front of you, you vacuum another bit, and so on and so forth. It's a real pain. This is a long enough cord that I can pretty much do my whole floor with just one central plug, which is really nice. Now, one last thing, because you're thinking, that's really nice. How much it cost? So here's the reality. The reality is Dyson doesn't make budget devices. They make top-end devices with incredible engineering, and these things just last forever. And this reflects that in its price. This goes for $650, plus or minus a few dollars, from Dyson. Or if you want to go and look online, I noticed just before I recorded this that Amazon has it for $100 off. So that runs about $550, which is better. It's still expensive. I mean, this is not a cheap vacuum. But I'll tell you, if you use this for an hour and you vacuum your floors and then you look at how much dirt it's picked up after you've used your other vacuum, you will say, whoa, and you will realize that it's totally worth it if you can afford it. So Dyson DC65 Animal complete package, somewhere between $550 and $650. And if you got to do vacuuming, and it works with hardwood floors and tile and linoleum too, not just carpet. But if you got a vacuum, then this is the best thing you can possibly get. And I say, check it out. Dave Taylor, and I'll catch you in my next video.